I let it fill in the blanks that my conscious mind cannot figure out. Because funny, I watched this one thing. This guy says that we're all unconscious beings. We think we're conscious, but we're really getting stimulation from where? Like when you have a thought, like, now I attempt to control most of my thoughts, and that's when you get into conscious meditation, right? Where you're like, that's when you notice your thoughts go wherever they want. You got to bring them back. Meditation teaches you how to have more discipline over your thought process. I think that's really the main reason for it. You sit there and you're like, you know how I get into meditation? If you ever really want to sit and block, I use this one method that I figured out. I had to do it on my own because my brain does its thing, but I sit there in a dark place. I close my eyes. I don't have to be in a dark place, but I close my eyes and I see black. I see a blank black space in my mind. If you could do that, you clear everything black space, and then I say the thought of thinking, and I let it come out in white words. Thought of thinking, as if I'm watching them. If you're a visual guy, I can like see thought of thinking on a black screen. Then when my mind wants to go anywhere else, I go, no, replay thought of thinking on the black screen. And I kind of like keep playing thought of thinking. Thought of thinking, thought of thinking. And what I realize is what I'm doing is I'm in the thought of thinking when I'm doing that. So my mind tries to think its way out. I go, you're doing what I'm doing, what I'm saying. And I'm like, I am. Thought of thinking. Eventually, a minute, 2 minutes go by, and all I've done is thought of thinking. I'm able to only I don't let another, I'm sure they come in here and there, but for the most part, I can basically have that thought only for like minutes at a time, and then I can kind of really get into a deeper state of meditation. That's how I started doing it, the thought of thinking. That was my idea, because my brain's going to overthink what I'm thinking about and try to dig into that. So I had to give it itself on top of itself. So when the brain tried to dig in, it digged into the same thing I was doing. So it couldn't get me out of what you know what I mean? So it was like, so I like wind the brain down into its own concepts. Like, wow, it's like the snake biting its tail. It's Nietzsche, right? Crazy, right? Anyway.
Don't miss out on our next live stream. Subscribe to @CryptoLifer on YouTube for more.